This is my main backpack, and then this is my small backpack. Potentially my flight is gonna be cancelled, so we're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna try to sleep. I think I literally got 4 minutes of sleep. I was stressed, okay? Like, I just needed to eat my ice cream in peace. It's gonna be a good trip. Okay, we just arrived in the airport. There's about like 2.5, no wait. Oh my god, mom, there's only 2.5 hours until my flight. That's not enough time. Anyway, we have 2.5 hours and there is a potential possibility that my flight is delayed or cancelled. Hopefully not. But something happened at the airport that I'm going to. Literally like 15 minutes ago, I just got an email saying that potentially my flight is going to be cancelled. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm flying to Indonesia today, but I have 4 flights. So we're flying through Italy and then through the United Arab Emirates and then Malaysia. The flights are quite long and I have really long layovers. Like the first flight is not that long, but I'm going to have like, I think like a 7-hour layover, and then we have an 8-hour flight and then another 7-hour layover, something like that. And then I also have 14 hours in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, which is kind of crazy, but it's gonna be a long travel day. What? Yes. Hopefully. If Ryanair comes for me and they ask me to put my bag into one of those size checking things, girl, I'm gonna have to pay those €75 because there's no way this is gonna fit. We're gonna take the water bottle out. I decluttered so much, but apparently not enough. Oh my gosh. Can somebody help me? Because I'm gonna hit the car. I'm literally not gonna be able to come out. How am I gonna come out? I'm not that skinny. This is my little backpack. Come here. Come. This is my main backpack. So this is like my carry-on, and then this is my small backpack, but none of them are small. I don't know how I don't know how we're gonna get through. I'm not feeling very confident, but I currently have clothes in this water bottle. The thing is, if I was just backpacking, it would be so much easier to pack because clothes-wise, I honestly did very well. I decluttered so much. I got rid of so many things, but it's just that this backpack is full of like gear for filming, and I have my tripod and I have my yoga mat if I ever want to film yoga content. Like if I was just backpacking and I just had my clothes and I didn't have all my gear, I would honestly be like more than fine. I'm already tired. Okay, so I only have to take out my computer and iPad now. Nothing else. Oh my god, no, I'm shaking. I think it's more like my nervous system is just a bit stressed right now. Somehow my bag was like exactly 10 kilos, which was perfect, but now I'm about to go through security, so I want to make sure everything is like easy to get out. Do I have to take out my Kindle? We used to. It's funny how I'm complaining about space and I brought a Rubik's Cube, but that Rubik's Cube is gonna make me so happy. It's okay. It's gonna be a good trip. It's okay. I'm okay. Bye guys. Okay, so we have officially arrived in Italy. It's currently 9:34 p.m. I'm just literally sitting on the floor right beside the bin, which is probably not a good location because we're just gonna have like visitors come by every 30 seconds because that's what's been happening. But I'm already quite tired. I think it's only been like 20% of the trip. I haven't actually counted, but it feels like it's only 20% because I still have my longest flights coming up. But that flight honestly was so scary. I don't know what's happening to me recently, but I feel like I've had like a weird relationship with being scared of flying. When I was little, I was always terrified, and then it kind of got better when I started traveling a lot more. I wasn't that scared of turbulence anymore. Like for example, when I flew to Brazil, the turbulence was insane. It was insane. And I feel like after that flight, I was like, I'm not scared. Honestly, like nothing scares me anymore. And I've heard as well of the analogy that like a plane in turbulence is kind of like a plane in jelly. Like it can shake, but you're still being kind of held. Well, I don't know the physics of it, but there's not really any crashes that happen because of turbulence. But then recently, I feel like I'm moving backwards because again, now I'm like terrified. I don't know if it's just like from the news with like all the different things happening with flying and planes and stuff, but like recently I feel like I'm getting more and more scared. And maybe that's why this morning I was feeling so nervous as well. And I think like on top of that as well, I got the email this morning that potentially my flight was going to be cancelled because something happened in this airport. And it was very tragic. Like somebody died here this morning. And I don't know, it was like a very dark, eerie energy. Like I felt not good about flying. So I think I was already on edge. And then that flight literally was like one of the worst flights I've ever had. Like that was so scary. It was fine all throughout the whole flight, but like towards the end, out of nowhere, like it's not even like there was turbulence or something, but out of nowhere, it felt like we dropped like 5 meters and like people's phones literally like went flying in the air. And it was just so scary. And for the next 5 minutes, the way we were shaking, it was like not normal turbulence, like how I usually have experienced turbulence. It was like feeling like little drops. And it was, I felt like crying coming because my body just got so stressed out, because honestly, out of all the flights I've ever taken in my life, and I have taken hundreds, that was genuinely one of the scariest. I think it was on the same level as a flight that I took in the past in Costa Rica in like a tiny plane where there was only like 10 people, and we were literally flying through a storm, and it was terrifying. And this was on the same level, and it was just like, it was so surprising because it just came out of nowhere. After that, like literally I felt like crying because I was like, oh my god, I have another 3 flights and all these other flights are so much longer than this one, and I just got kind of worried. But I need to get over this. Whatever this fear is, I cannot be having this fear because I fly often. So how can I fly and be scared of flying? I need to work on that. But anyway, I never even talked about what the actual plan is. Like I said, we have 4 flights, but where am I going? Why am I going? Whatever. I'm flying to Indonesia, and I'm staying in Indonesia for about 2 weeks because I'm hosting a girls trip, which I'm really excited for. And yeah, I'm there for about 2 weeks. I think maybe almost 3. No. Oh my god, 13 days. I'm not even there 2 weeks. And then I fly to the Philippines. So we're flying through many countries. I bought my tickets very last minute, so there was not like a good way to fly very easily. But I'm very excited to get there, although the time zone difference and like the lack of sleep for the next few days, like I'm glad I'm arriving a couple of days before the girls trip, because if I was arriving on the day, I literally would have like so little energy, and I feel like I would be the worst host ever. So I'm glad I'm coming early because I have those couple of days to like recuperate from this flying and this journey. Anyway, once I came off the flight, I had to collect my bag because basically I have 4 flights, but also they're all different airlines. Like I think 2 of the flights in the middle are the same airline, but almost every single time I come out, I have to take my bag, go check it in again, go through security again. So it's not just that I'm chilling in transit zones, like I have to go out and like go back in every time. So we landed. I came out really quickly because Spain to Italy, it's both Schengen area, so like I didn't have to go through passport control or anything. I took my bag and then I went to check it in, but basically I arrived at like 6 p.m. and my flight is at 11 p.m. So the check-in wasn't open until 8:30 or like 9, I don't remember. And I basically had to wait. I decided to get myself some pizza. I'm not like a big pizza person, but if I'm gonna eat pizza, I'm gonna eat it in Italy. So I got myself some pizza and then I went to check in. Check-in took a long time, also because I was so unprepared. Like I did check whether I needed a visa for Malaysia, and it said that I didn't need a visa, but I needed something. So basically I had to like do that at the check-in counter, and then she also told me that my bag was not for check-in, it was carry-on, which is weird because I booked it as check-in, but I like didn't have time to check in that moment, so I ended up paying for my bag as well. But yeah, once I got through security, I also got myself some ice cream. I didn't actually film it, I forgot. I just ate it very quickly. I was stressed, okay? Like I just needed to eat my ice cream in peace. But again, when in Italy, buy Venki ice cream or gelato. Chef's kiss. I'm gonna go to my gate. I was like putting off going to the gate straight away because I have to go through passport control, and I was like, I just want a moment to breathe. Like I just want a moment to sit down and eat my ice cream in peace. I don't want to go through like passport control right now. But I'm actually flying to the UAE right now. We're not flying to Malaysia. We're flying to Sharjah. I've never been there. I've been to the UAE, but I've only ever flown through Dubai, so I've never been to this airport, and I don't even know how long my layover is. Wait, let me check how long my layover is. My layover is 8 hours, which is very fun. And then after that, from Sharjah, we're gonna fly to Kuala Lumpur, where in Kuala Lumpur, I'm gonna come out again, take my suitcase, like take my bag out with me, and I'm gonna stay in a hostel that is like right beside the airport just because I need sleep. And basically the next time I can sleep is in about 24 hours. So I'm gonna be awake for like 30 something to 40 hours. I cannot fathom that right now. Like if you tell me you're only gonna touch a bed and lie down in 24 hours, I'm already ready to sleep right now. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm not really a good sleeper on planes. So also, if you're wondering what I'm up to on my flights, because a lot of people like do different things. Some people download movies, some people play games. On the airplane, that was my time to first of all review my language learning flashcards on Anki. So I did some Cebuano, I did some Spanish, I did some Thai, I did some French. So I studied 4 languages for about like an hour and a half, just like doing my flashcards on my phone. And then I also was just cleaning through my camera roll. I'm gonna go find my gate now and pass through passport control and stuff. Hopefully the next flight goes quickly. gonna try to sleep. But the key word here is try. I don't think I'm gonna fall asleep. We'll see. I cannot explain how tired I am right now. I think I tried to sleep for like 2 hours and I measured my sleep with my Whoop and I think I literally got 4 minutes of sleep. Like, I am exhausted. I tried to force myself to start editing a video because I was like, maybe once I start editing, I'll get into the flow. And I have managed to get some energy back. I also had some black tea, which had like minimal caffeine, but still caffeine, you know? So I'm trying to like get some energy back in me, but I just want to sleep so badly and I'm just not looking forward to the next flight because right now it's 8:29 a.m. My flight is at 2 p.m. so I still have hours and I've already been here for hours, and then my flight is almost 8 hours, I think, so don't know how that's gonna go. But I had some good food, I had some tea, like I said, I got myself some chocolate as well because I needed it. And yeah, right now we're at a little charging station, which I also really needed because this was the only charging station in this airport that had like international plugs, because basically I have like the EU plugs, but I forgot that in the United Arab Emirates they have like a different type of plug. I know it as like the Irish UK plug, that's what I usually call it, but like here they have international plugs. So I'm just chilling here for the next few hours editing, and yeah, I'm really freaking tired. This flight was a lot smoother. There was a couple of drops when we were landing, but I honestly, the drops when we're landing, I'm not scared of because I'm like, that's the direction we're going in anyway. Like when we're going down and we like drop a little bit, like I don't mind. But when we go up and then we drop, that's what I don't like. So this one was much smoother. Definitely much nicer after the flight that I had before that one, but yeah.
Anymore. I know you only want me when you're drunk and feeling lonely. Don't text me things you don't mean. You know I'll fall for it once and again. You keep me guessing and you keep on messing with me. Am I just
Okay, it is the next day and I'm in Malaysia. I'm currently sitting in a cafe in the airport. I finally just had breakfast. I basically have not eaten in 24 hours or something around that. Like, it wasn't on purpose, but there was no food on the plane. You had to pre-order and I didn't know that. And I was honestly very surprised by that. I've never been on an 8-hour flight where food wasn't just like automatically provided. Like, it's almost always included in the ticket. And they did have snacks like crisps and chocolate and stuff, but I was like, my body is already so stressed out with like the travel and the lack of sleep and everything that I don't want to stress my body out even more by like giving it sugar. In that moment it felt like it's not what I needed. And then when we landed in Malaysia, it was like 3 a.m. and I was exhausted, and by the time I got through like passport control and got my suitcase and everything and got to my hostel that was like basically in the airport, I was like, I don't even need food right now. I'm just gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna eat tomorrow. The boarding for my flight starts in around 20 minutes, so I'm just gonna continue editing for a couple more minutes and then we're gonna go fly. So it like kind of cleans the bad energy,
Yes,
or
yeah.
prevents it from...
We clean for the negative energy. Sorry, my speak English not so
No,
good.
no, it's so good. I should be speaking Indonesian. Okay, so we have officially arrived to Ubud. I'm currently in my hotel room and I just quickly had a shower and I sat down in bed, and as soon as I sat down in bed I was like, wow, like the exhaustion of this journey just hit me, because I feel like when I was having a shower I was like, I'm weirdly really awake. Like, I feel like my day has felt really short because I woke up at like 11 a.m. because I was trying to get as much sleep as possible because of the lack of sleep, and then now it's only 11 p.m. so it's only been 12 hours since I woke up, and the day has just felt really short. I had breakfast in the morning, and then after that I got on my flight. Then straight after my flight I got into the taxi and then now I'm here. Like I haven't even had another meal. Like all I've had is breakfast today and it just feels like such a short day. And I was like, how am I gonna fall asleep? Like I feel like I'm too energetic right now. But as soon as my body touched the bed, something switched and I'm ready to sleep. One thing I learned throughout this trip is a new travel hack that I'm gonna be using from now on all the time. But basically I had like a duty-free bag with me because I bought like some water or something. And essentially like in the beginning of the vlog, I kept saying like my bag is too full, my bag is too full. Like airlines are like not gonna let me through because I've packed my bag to the brim. And essentially what I just did is I bought a bottle of water. I got one of those like duty-free bags and I literally just put like half of my bag's contents in that bag and nobody questioned it. And it was honestly life-changing because otherwise I don't know if they would have let my bag through. So I was today years old, or I guess yesterday years old when I learned that trick because I've never done that before. And from now on, I'm always going to be doing this. Even if I don't have a really full bag, it just like empties up your bag a little bit anyway. And again, nobody questions anything because you're allowed to have like a bag of shopping from the airport because they want you to shop at the airport, you know? Anyway, I'm just rambling now. I'm just in a good mood. I'm excited for this trip. I'm excited to be here. Thank you guys for traveling with me today. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Let me know if you want me to do more of these because I travel very often and I just have never, this is the first time I realized I've never properly filmed a travel with me day. Also, there are little mosquito nets here and I'm so excited to sleep with them because I'm gonna feel like a princess. Okay, anyway, good night.